Hi, here's my top 5 places in Italy nobody talks about. In this video, I'm taking you on a journey to 5 spectacular hidden gems, from the mountains of the north to the sun-drenched coasts of the south, that will completely change how you see Italy. After years of exploring this country, I'm finally sharing my secrets. These are the spots most tourists will never, ever find. You know the scene. The shoulder-to-shoulder crowds, the endless lines, that constant battle for the one perfect photo. You've done Rome, you've checked off Florence. But what if I told you you're missing out on the real Italy? Pieve di Cadore, Dolomites. Our journey kicks off way up north, in a place that feels like a gateway to another world. Forget the crowded ski resorts you've heard of. I'm talking about Pieve di Cadore, the true heart of the Belluno Dolomites. Just an hour and a half from the splendor of Venice, you'll find yourself in a town where art, nature, and history don't just coexist, they fuse into something genuinely magical. This isn't just another pretty mountain town, it's the birthplace of the Renaissance master Titian, and you can feel his artistic spirit everywhere. You can literally walk into the house where he was born, perfectly preserved, and just imagine a young artist finding his first spark of inspiration in these exact landscapes. But the art here isn't locked in the past. Pieve di Cadore is a vibrant cultural hub. One of my most unexpected finds was the Museo dell'Occhiale, the Museum of Eyewear. It might sound niche, but it's this fascinating journey through the history of glasses, with over 4,000 exhibits showing how we've seen the world over the centuries. It's proof that this region is about incredible innovation, not just natural beauty. And for those who came for the mountains, Pieve di Cadore is paradise. There are hiking trails for every level, from easy family walks to serious treks for seasoned mountaineers. A path I always tell people about is the one leading to the summit of Monte Rico, where a World War I fortress still stands guard. From up there, the view of Lago Centro Cadore, surrounded by the colossal peaks of Spalti di Toro and Marmarole, is something that just stays with you. It feels earned, a reward for stepping off the beaten path. This is a place for breathing in that crisp mountain air, for feeling tiny against the grandeur of the Dolomites, and for discovering a side of Italy that's as profound as it is beautiful. Villa Invernizzi, Milan all right. From the serene peaks of the Dolomites, we're doing a complete 180 and diving into the heart of Italy's most fashionable city, Milan. But we're not here for the Duomo or the high-end shops. We're on a hunt for something truly bizarre, a secret hidden in plain sight. In the elegant Quadrilatero del Silenzio, or the Silent Quarter, just a quick walk from the city's chaos, you'll find Villa Invernizzi. And behind its gates is something so surreal, you'll wonder if you're still in Milan, a flock of real, live pink flamingos. This isn't a zoo or a park. This is a private home with a story as colorful as the birds themselves. The villa belonged to the late Cavalier Romeo Invernizzi, the cheese king of Italy, the man behind the famous Mio cheese. Legend has it that Invernizzi, a huge nature lover, only agreed to live in the city on one condition, that he could look out his window and see his beloved flamingos every single day. So, he bought the property, and back in the 70s imported a small flock from Chile and Africa. Today, their flamingo descendants, all born right here, carry on the legacy in this private urban oasis. You can't go inside the villa, but you don't need to. Just peek through the fence on Via dei Cappuccini, and you can watch these gorgeous flamingos strutting, preening, and balancing on one leg in their lush garden, totally oblivious to the metropolis buzzing around them. They're like a living mirage, a splash of tropical wonder in a European city. It's a perfect reminder that even in the most familiar places, there are still pockets of magic waiting to be found. Seeing them for the first time is a moment of pure, unexpected joy, a secret Milan shares only with those curious enough to look. Brisighella, Emilia-Romagna. Our journey now leads us south into Emilia-Romagna, a region famous for its culinary genius. But we're skipping the big food cities like Bologna and Parma for a taste of something different. Tucked away in the rolling hills is the medieval town of Brisighella, Italy, a place that looks like it was plucked straight out of a fairy tale. What makes it so enchanting are its 3 iconic hills, each crowned with its own landmark: a castle, a clock tower, and a church. Walking through Brisighella is like taking a step back in time. The streets are quaint and winding, lined with pastel-colored houses and gelato shops that call your name at every corner. One of the town's most unique features is the Via degli Asini, or Donkey's Alley. It's an ancient, elevated covered walkway once used to transport goods by donkey cart, keeping them safe from the weather. Today, it's a fascinating window into the town's medieval past and gives you a really unique view of the streets below. The real magic, though, is exploring those 3 hills. A climb up to the Rocca Manfrediana, a 15th century castle, rewards you with incredible views of the countryside. Then you have the Torre dell'Orologio, the 19th century clock tower, which stands like a silent guardian over the town. And finally, the Santuario del Monticino, a beautiful 18th century sanctuary, offers a moment of pure peace and quiet. Beyond the town, the nearby Parco Carne is a haven for nature lovers. It's the kind of place where you can just soak in the fresh air and then find a traditional trattoria for some amazing local food. Brisighella is more than just a pretty town, it's an experience. It's about slowing down, enjoying the simple things, and discovering the history and beauty hidden in the Italian countryside, far from any tourist trail. Castelmezzano, Basilicata OK. Brace yourself for this next one, because it honestly feels like you're walking onto a set from Lord of the Rings. We're heading deep into the southern region of Basilicata, to a mountain village called Castelmezzano. And that's not an exaggeration. The first time you see this town, with its houses literally carved into the jagged peaks of the Lucanian Dolomites, it's a sight you will never forget. Castelmezzano was settled back in the 10th century as a refuge from invaders, and you can still feel that sense of dramatic isolation today. The village is almost entirely pedestrian, so you leave your car and enter a world of narrow, winding alleys and steep stone staircases clinging to the mountainside. Every corner you turn reveals another jaw-dropping view of the valley below. The heart of the village is a cluster of stone houses that blend so perfectly into the landscape. It's tough to tell where the rock ends and the buildings begin. For the adventurous souls out there, Castelmezzano offers a truly wild experience. The Volo dell'Angelo, or the Flight of the Angel. This is one of Europe's fastest zip lines, a steel cable that connects Castelmezzano to its equally stunning neighbor, Pietrapertosa, across the gorge. Flying between these 2 ancient towns at speeds up to 120 kilometers per hour gives you a literal angel's eye view of this incredible landscape. But even if you keep your feet on solid ground, there's plenty to explore. You have to climb the Gradinata Normanna, or the Norman Stairway. These steps are carved directly into the rock and lead up to the ruins of an old Norman fortress. The climb is steep, but the panoramic views from the top, looking out over the terracotta rooftops and the dramatic spear-like peaks, are so worth the effort. Castelmezzano is a powerful reminder of the raw, untamed beauty of southern Italy, a world away from the manicured gardens you might expect. Matera, Basilicata. Just a short trip from the dramatic peaks of Castelmezzano, we arrive at a place so ancient and unique it's hard to even describe. This is Metra, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the entire world. Its history stretches all the way back to the Paleolithic era, with the first settlements here dating back as far as 7000 BC. Welcome to the Sassi di Matera, 2 districts made up of ancient cave dwellings carved into soft limestone cliffs. For centuries, the Sassi were home to a bustling community, with streets that often run right over the rooftops of the houses below. But by the mid-20th century, the area had become a symbol of extreme poverty and disease, famously called the Shame of Italy. In the 1950s, the government forcibly moved the entire population to modern housing, and the Sassi were left abandoned, a ghost town. But that's not where the story ends. After being declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1993, Matera began an incredible rebirth. The caves were slowly restored and transformed. Today you can wander through this unbelievable landscape of rock-cut churches, workshops, and homes. Even better, you can stay in one of the many stunning cave hotels where modern luxury meets prehistoric architecture. Waking up in a room that people have lived in for millennia is an experience you can't have anywhere else. Matra's revival has also brought its unique food to the forefront. You have to try the pepperoni croci, a local specialty of mild, crunchy red peppers that are fried and used to garnish everything from pasta to vegetables. It's a taste of the region's resourceful cucina povera, or peasant cooking. Matera isn't just a tourist spot, it's a story of human resilience. This is a city that went from being a national disgrace to a European capital of culture, a living museum that offers one of the most profound travel experiences in all of Italy. If you're already dreaming of your next trip and loving these hidden gems, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I have so many more secrets to share from all over the world, and you're not going to want to miss them. Also, a quick like on the video really helps the channel out. All right, now back to our journey through Italy's best-kept secrets. So there you have it. 5 incredible places across Italy that most people never get to see. We've journeyed through a completely different side of Italy. An Italy that's quieter, more authentic, and if you ask me, even more magical. The next time you dream of Italy, I hope you'll think beyond Rome and Florence. I hope you'll consider the winding alleys of a medieval hill town, the taste of a local wine you've never heard of, or the feeling of having a breathtaking view all to yourself. The real Italy is out there, just waiting to be discovered. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 places would you visit first? Or do you have your own Italian hidden gem you're willing to share? Let me know down in the comments below. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this journey off the beaten path, please give this video a thumbs up and, most importantly, subscribe for more travel secrets. Your support is what allows me to keep exploring and sharing these amazing places with you. Until next time, travel well and never stop exploring.